said, hello, Dustin. Concrete does look amazing. Hello, Maticus. So what we have here is it's an automatic sheep shaver. If you get this sheep right here, there we go. You just got to spawn them right in there, right? You got to get them. These are the bays where you put the sheep. You got to get them in there. If it doesn't work on your world, try putting it on the east, facing east, and adding more sheep. No, okay, so it's a shulker loader, mass shulker loader, tileable design. So I started off trying to do like a one-wide tileable design, and I came up with something that this yellow circuit evolved from later, and I couldn't get it to tile next to itself. Well, no, that's not entirely true, Maticus. It's not entirely true. It only has to be a pink sheep if you're in the northwest quadrant or if you're working with signal strengths below 8. So I used this as a basis to design another one-wide tile right next to it that wouldn't crosstalk with it. So this is one wide, and it will crosstalk with another yellow. And this is one wide, and it will crosstalk with another blue. But this will not crosstalk with a blue, and this will not crosstalk with a yellow. So what you get over here, if I hadn't color-coded them to their shulker box colors, is you would have that like this is a blue, this is a blue, this is a blue, and this is a blue. This is a yellow, that's a yellow, and that's a yellow. So you just stack them right next to each other, and they're infinitely expandable. Blah 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 blah, all that stuff, like all the features. Yeah, and this is like your main input line right here. Whatever you're gonna be storing in the shulker boxes for this lane going right there. The empty shulker boxes for this lane going right here, and then the output for this lane is right here. So everything is totally sorted. Like nothing ever, a lot of stuff goes through this system, but never the twain shall meet. If it's sorted going in, it's sorted coming out. So if you wanted to just hook it up to a random water stream and let things go where they, wherever they are, wherever they go, you can, and you could have it like come at the bottom and have auto droppers like spit it into another water stream if you didn't care about sorting it. But the point is this system already has like a lane isolation, so if it goes in sorted, it comes out sorted. Every one of these should be full now. Unless one of them dropped when I was like messing around and they... oh, yeah, it doesn't really work like that in creative, does it? Oh well. They should all be full. I'll take my word for it. Okay. So, what happened to my gold ones? No, my blue ones. That's the ones I want. Blue? Yeah? Yeah. Pull half a stack out of there. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, I think that it is probably time to actually run all the lanes together. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Matt. Here, let me show you one of them. I'll just run this pink one for a minute. There's a window right here that you can watch it. So that's the shulker box. Whoops. Yeah, good job, me. So there's our shulker box right there. Broken, and are there no more? Of course, it's empty. Yeah, it's empty. Hey, Shocky. Alright, but this is actually a good example. So you'd think that the system would break because it, no, but it looks like it, doesn't it? This is what I use. This is what I used for my door tutorial. I don't know if you saw it. That one was not nearly as popular, but it's not. I'm just at the top of the world. So it's just render fog, and the fact that there's water down here just kind of, I think, helps aid the hazy blueness of it. But I'm just really, really high up in a super flat that's nothing but a layer of water and a layer of bedrock. Oh wow, it's so slow to get back up that way. Well, no, it's not really dumb. I could have gone to the trouble, right? I could have done like one of those, PC to PS3 things and then transferred the PS3 to the PS4. Maybe I will eventually do that. If the channel like starts to do well and it's something like people respond to stuff other than the Iron Farms and they're like, no, no, make more stuff. I might then go, hey, I'll put extra effort into making my tutorial world look nicer. Because I forgot that that's even a thing. What do you even press for the pick block on console? I haven't even looked at the new like options for the controls. I know everything's like assignable now. Yeah. Should immediately change crouch to, yeah, this one. Change that. Left stick. Okay. Need to assign it. I gotcha. Yeah, I haven't even done that yet. Where? Spectating. Any game lobby, fly down, fly left, right. Pick block. There we go. Let's go down on the D-pad for that. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Not quite as natural as middle mouse, but still feels really good. All right, so with my meandering foolishness, let me think here. In order to properly run a test on all 7 lanes at the same time, I'd have to put a little bit of redstone back. Should probably kill these sheep. All right, because I changed it. It wasn't crouch that I wanted to change, was it? It was change camera view. Yeah, all the controls are resettable now. So it was probably be easier if I just reset to defaults and then cycle health, crafting sneak, fly down, sprint pick block, change camera mode. That's the one. And then pick block. Yeah, that's a good point, right? I did just take something off of there. If you're going to use logic to argue, I'm not even going to bother. Yeah, it does make a lot more sense. Thank you. That's a good suggestion. Pick block, and bam, there we go. Yeah, oh yeah. Alex, you. That was a really good suggestion. That feels great. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Camera, I changed to left D-pad, which is I used to do that before they gave us that option with the PS4 accessibility options. I was tired of dying when I went around a corner and ran into a creeper and changed the camera angle. All right, so we want to lock these guys all up. Okay. Is that going to cause any problems? No, everything should be fine. Oh, what's going on, man? All right, and I think I'm gonna need to add a button on this one thing too, because after I turn it off, I'll have to push the button once to get everything going. Sounds good, Shocky. You have yourself a good one. If you're interested in this at all, I'll have a tutorial up for it this weekend, hopefully. Want to get some new feature tutorial stuff going. Okay, so right. I just got my focus back and realized what I need to do. I need to dupe these guys. Okay, that is not the right way to do it. Let's try flying sideways instead. So we're just going to dupe these guys up, and these guys are all almost full. They only have half a stack missing just because I have no interest in sitting through entire shulker boxes filling up just to see if the system's working. That's why they're all nearly full already. Okay, so boxes go in here. And I must remember not to put them all in this time. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's quite a bit darker actually now that you mention it. It's much more of a fire engine red on PC. Doesn't look bad at all. I like deep reds. I think that actually looks really good. I don't like that they kept the purple the same color as the purple. I really dislike the lavender. It's not even a good lavender. It's like a dusty lavender. It's like lavender that you spilled like, you know, confectioner's sugar on or something and it got all washed out. But I don't like that they kept it that color to match the purple. I'd much rather they just change the shulkers to be this nice rich purple. Yeah, it would just make them stand out even more when you're exploring the end. Easier to fight. I don't think there's any issue with it. And I didn't reserve one. Must keep one. Okay. See, I don't need to keep one. I just need to put it back down afterwards. That's my problem. One of my many, many problems. This is terrible. This is exactly the sort of thing that I would either speed up or edit out. It's like, you guys just sitting there. Alright, he'll fill up the shulkers eventually. What have you guys been doing though? Like, you know, tell me some of the new features that you've been messing around with. You know, put something in the comments that you guys have been playing with. I'm sure everybody's been screwing around with new stuff. It might sound strange coming from me as a redstoner, but I actually really like the terracotta blocks. I do like decorative building, and there's been nothing with a really strong pattern in the game aside from a few things like note blocks in the top of a crafting table and a few other odd textures. There's never been any other really strongly patterned blocks in the game, and I think it's really cool to have stuff like that if you want to do like a throw rug or like a Middle Eastern style rug or something like that. I think it's great. Fireworks, yeah. Gold farm. What kind of gold farm are you doing? Are you doing a portal one or are you doing one that's in the Nether? And Shaki, I've heard that the duration doesn't make a difference on console. I've heard that people are just use a duration of 1 because it's exactly the same as a duration 2 or 3. It's just less expensive. I don't know if that's true, but if you've been playing with them, you very well may be the person to ask. If you want me to put Nikto up for you anytime, Matt, I don't know if I ever made that clear enough to you. Like, anytime, just message me and say, hey, can you put up Nikto? I want to work on the farm. And I'll just, you know, if I'm home, which I almost always am, you know, I'll put it up for you. It's not at all a big deal. Yeah. Have you ever seen Nyctophobia, Dustin? Uh, I have an Xbox 360. I don't have Xbox Live anymore though. It's been a long time since I had a Live account. Well, not gold anyway. I have a silver account. Nice. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I forget what you're responding to, Dustin. It's like, nope, something ruined. I'm like, I want to be like, well, Dustin. It's just like I have no idea what Dustin's responding to anymore. I'm sorry. You remind me what we were talking about. I do have a PS3. Yeah, I do. If you need help, you can message me and I can hop on my PS3. And like getting help from me now is the time to do it too, right? Because like if the channel like if it does get more popular, like I'm already like inundated with people, messaging me and stuff. Like it won't be much longer that I'll actually be able to do stuff like that. That I'll actually be able to take the time to do stuff like that. So yeah, that's the thing, Gumby. Like, am I planning on it? I'm planning on investigating it and seeing how people respond to it. Like, I'm designing this for a tutorial. Um, but if once the iron farms are done, if people kind of basically, if they basically say like, hey, we really appreciate the iron farms. I don't think that you have a lot else that's unique that you're offering that somebody else isn't already doing better. Not to be a jerk, but thanks so much for the farms. I'm gonna leave now. If that's what people say, then I'm honestly fine with that. I would like to be a YouTuber. Sure, I've thought about that for years. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. The important thing, in my mind, is that the farms got brought back to console. That was really important to me. I'm the one who made that original bug report, and I fought with 4J over it for a year and a half. And it's meaningful to me that those farms are back on console, and I got to play a part in bringing them back. Yeah, I do. I look at this thing and I'm just like, "Arr." Back to one skull a minute. What happened to the 1.7? Hey, what's up, Lols? Sure. Oh, wait, are you asking if he can have it? No, he was climbing on it. Sorry, I'm talking to my wife. Okay. Shulkers go in. You can see as I put the shulkers in, we get the indicator lights coming on. They don't all suck, but I get what you're saying. But there are some smaller console YouTubers that are actually really good. I don't know if you've ever checked out Hux Plays, but Hux is a really good technical player, an extremely good technical player. Um, yeah, I know what you mean about SciCraft and the console players that are into that kind of SciCraft level stuff. That's really who this is for. You know. Um, oh, hold on a sec. Um, So yeah, I mean this is principally who this is for. I will probably do something simpler later, maybe for people that are more general purpose, but I might not because a lot of other people have the kind of smaller, simpler stuff handled already. If you want the smaller shulker loader that's kind of just a basic little thing that you put in your wall and is in your base, go to Skippy's channel, go to FedEx's channel. There's other people that do that already. I kind of want to get that technical console audience. It's not very big, but it's good. It deserves more respect. There's really good technical players on console. That was mine. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean, Dustin. I'm not a fan of that type of content either. I have no problem with the YouTubers themselves. Like I don't, for instance, I don't mean to like call him out or make an example of him or anything like that. But IBX Toy Cat does a lot of that kind of thing. Like his videos are 3-4 videos a day, largely speculation, low production value. Um, I don't particularly like that kind of stuff either. But that being said, there's obviously a big audience for it. Somebody likes it because there's a lot of people watching it. So just because I don't like something, that doesn't mean that there shouldn't be channels out there doing it. But I understand like it'd be nice to have more stuff catered to the kind of thing that you play. I think we'd all like to see more of that. Did I end up with one extra? Actually, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, the 4J situation is complicated, and believe me, I could get up on a soapbox and complain for hours about 4J. But a lot of people do that, and I don't want to be a 4J apologist because I am upset with 4J, and they have made choices that like I don't want to justify them. I don't think they should be justified. But at the same time, the idea that's like, oh, they're just greedy and they don't care. They won't hire more people because they want all the money for themselves and they don't want to divide it up with a new employee. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. That is totally not the way the business world works. I'm sure they got a crappy contract from Mojang back when they were enlisted just to do the 360 because that's what their original contract was. They were a company that does ports of other games. And I'm sure that same crappy contract was picked up by Microsoft, and I doubt they make nearly as much money or have nearly as much freedom as people assume that they do. And they're developing for like 6 or 7 different platforms. Plus they do skin packs. Plus they do mashup packs. Plus they do mini games. And they're like the smallest team working on Minecraft. They're smaller than Pocket Edition. They're smaller than Mojang themselves. So it's understandable that they don't do a great job because that's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask of a group of people, especially to ask it of them for 5, 6 years. Yeah, I really want observers too. It'd make this build so much easier. There is the 6 string. Beware. Let's just reach in here and take one of those back. All right. No, I thought I was crouching. Apparently I'm flying. And then I deleted the shulker box. Perfect. That was really well done. None of you saw that. I would never do anything that dumb. It was intentional. It's all part of the show. Yeah, Steven, I think there's probably a lot of science to back that up. No, it doesn't shock you. Like they lock pretty consistently and always have on the console versions. In my experience, that's not been something I've experienced as a bug. I've never had a problem with hoppers locking. Had a problem with hoppers not picking stuff up properly before, but never an issue with them locking. I don't even know that's what she's setting, but I'm sure it's accurate. I get like a 20-second delay on the comments, so. All right. Okay, so it should be all loaded up. Yep, we have all our indicator lights on. Okay, so now we just need to... Oh, this one's already full. Are any of these other ones already full? Yep, that one's got material in it. That one's got material in it. Oh, good, I pre-filled these. Maybe not that one. Yeah, that's too bad. You know, I have no idea what the architecture of the Wii U is like. I don't know if it's set up like a gaming PC, which is what the PS4 or 360, Xbox One. They're all basically gaming PCs, but the PS3 is just like this insane system with this really peculiar architecture. And I know that if you look on Bug Tracker, usually PS3 is the one that has like the worst bugs, where it's like the game just crashes and has crashed every 2 hours for the last 3 years. Are you guys ever gonna fix this? And it's another thing. Like 4J gets blamed for it. Like, why can't you make this game work right? And it's like, well, the PS3 is a really weird machine. Like programming for that system is peculiar. You should build a Guardian farm next on our server tonight. Yeah, that's it's. You know how long it's been since I've played on a server? I think you do because I think you were probably there. Uh, okay, all right. So these are all clear. Let's make sure these are all clear. Yep, those are all good. Okay, and let's get these all out of here. Yeah, Guardian Farms are our servers. Steven and Six are from Nyctophobia, which is we own a server together, um, and so that's why they're giving me a bit of a hard time. Is because I used to be the guy that cracked the whip on like, hey, where you been? Why haven't you been playing? And then like for the last I don't know month and a half, maybe it's 2 months now, I haven't been playing, and so they've got to poke me in the ribs just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. So if I turn that off, nothing should really happen, right? No, we did get it. We got one shulker box. That's interesting. That activates all of the yellows, but it doesn't activate. Huh. But this button should activate the others. No, it did not. I can't even see in there. Um, why? Seems to be the issue here. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I understand why it didn't work. Okay, there we go. Now they should all be running. Not the orange. Yeah, I might have to delay the crap out of this thing. Let's see, let's just try removing this stuff, because it's not really supposed to be there. Yeah, that was supposed to be there, however. Hopper is locked, items flow into it. If another hopper is pushing items into a locked hopper, it will do that. A locked hopper will still accept items from another hopper or a dropper. It just won't pass items or pick them up, like won't pick them up loose. Oh. Okay. These guys are working. But what's the deal with these three? Did I just go through them that fast? I doubt it. I think something bugged out. 2 oranges, no greens, 2 reds. Be cool if there was like an undo button. Yeah, actually, it really would be cool. It would be very useful and creative. Goes there, and that goes there, and the torch is there, and then presumably I have a repeater or something right there. Okay. Oh, I bet I know what it is. Medicus called it with the delay. It's always the delay. Busy. Everybody's busy. Tristan's busy. I'm busy. Steven's busy. Yeah. All right. I have to go to the store to see if I have enough for a PS4. All right, purple cheers. Yeah, it's still okay. So no, all right. I did get my red and my orange now. That's good. Okay, so the only issue is my green. I think I understand what happened. Oh well, the green. Yeah, actually, the green. It's pretty obvious what's wrong with this. I think it's probably supposed to have a repeater like the rest of them. There we go. There we are. See, that's how it's supposed to be working there. I know it's not a really great view right here, but this is where you can actually see it all happening. So there you go, guys. That's now that I finally fixed all the little tweaks, and I realize now my manual reset system, is going to have to work slightly differently. But this is what we have. This guy will just keep chomping away, just packing shulker box after shulker box. It never gets tired. It never sleeps. It will find you, Sarah, and it will kill you. Actually, Stephen, you weren't here for it, but we already did that. You may find we have already added more sheep, and I'm going to get some platforms to run around on in case I get bored while I'm AFKing. I just choked Murray. Oh, that was a good bonus. Okay, so presumably it's out of purple shulker boxes. Yep, you can see the light's gone off. Yeah, it's running out of boxes, but the other ones around it will still continue to work even though that one's run out. Ah, I see what you did there. I see what you've done there, Tristan. Yeah, pick block. Pick black, pick black, pick black. Oh, did that work? Does it actually have the contents of the shulker chest? No. Okay. Still, that's pretty cool that you can do a shulker box. I'm not used to the pick block though yet. I literally turned it on like 45 minutes ago. Give me a chance to get used to it. And you're right, it's a much better way of doing things. Can I pick sheep? What happens if I pick block out of sheep? You are kidding me. You know how happy that makes me that I picked block to sheep and it gave me a sheep spawn egg? That makes me like the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes today. That was amazing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think any comments, thoughts, questions, anything to say about like nice job, but nobody's gonna want this. Who has that many items to store, or just anything? You guys want me to do a little dance for you? You want me to do the truffle shuffle? Yeah, well, fair enough. We got pick blocks, Steven. I'll pick blocks all day, son. You want this? Awesome. You're like I want my server to be like Psycraft. You're the one person in here who I was like Gumby will definitely want this. He said Psycraft. He wants one of these. That was me opening a 2 liter, by the way. If you're wondering what that hissing noise was, I read that as Marcus Schwart. Z. Ah. Yeah, I developed it for a tutorial, so I'm definitely gonna do it either way. And like I said, there's gonna be a lot of people out there that are doing like the little itty bitty shulker box, kind of loader sort of thing. Um, I figure somebody should do the over the top one. So it's like with the iron farms. There's lots of single village iron farms out there. Uh, I think over the top kind of at least early in the channel's life needs to sort of define the stuff that I do, which means it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm okay with that. I love doing this kind of stuff. I love making these kind of builds. Yes, Shocky, I certainly do. 12,000 iron an hour. You when my 128 comes out, you could build 2 of them, and that'll get you around 11,000 iron an hour. Mm-hmm. Mango's 1.11. Yep. That guy I was talking about, Hux. Hux actually did a tutorial on a console version of that mob farm. You really should check him out. Hux, he has a lot of content too. Whereas my channel, you go to it and you're like, okay, cool, 2 iron farms, a door, and him saying I'm gonna make 2 iron farms and a door. It's the iron farms are great, but there's not a lot of content there. You can't really spend much time on my channel. Um, Hux, thank you, Marcus. Hux has a lot of content. He has like 70 episodes of Let's Plays or something like that. And his stuff is technical. His stuff looks good too. It's not just technical. I'm telling you, you got to check him out. He's on hiatus right now because I think his system's broken. I forget exactly what's going on with him. But you're gonna have plenty to catch up on anyway, and he'll have new episodes coming out soon. Oh, Hux. Here. I'll put it on the sign for you. His channel is actually broken into 2 channels because there was like he had like a copyright claim against him, like a false copyright claim. And instead of waiting to get his channel back, he just continued it. He just made a second one and continued it. So if you want to watch, I think it's the first 23 episodes of his Let's Play is on his first channel, and then everything else is on his second channel. But Hux plays Minecraft. He's really good. Looks good. Very technical. Okay. Love you, Tristan. Yeah, we built the iron trench back when doors didn't stack, and it's not like it's not the biggest iron farm out there, but it is a 32 village iron farm. It has over 700 doors in it, and they didn't stack at all. So yeah, that was a good 14 inventories of doors. No, not 14. What was it? Yeah, you can carry in your inventory 36 and 20. Yeah, it was about 20 inventories of doors. Let me try that. It picked through it. It grabbed the hopper behind it. That was interesting. Probably didn't have the hitbox. There we go. Look at that. Good call. So you can actually copy signs that way. That's awesome. It's almost like it's almost like it's copied to your clipboard. You could if you were putting like signs saying like, I don't know, like Nether Hub this way or something, or community area this way, and it was along a path, you could just pick that sign and then run down the path and keep placing it over and over again. That actually is a neat feature, whether they meant it to happen or not. Me as a redstoner, I don't usually use like a number scale. I usually refer to myself either as a high level intermediate or as a low level expert. I'm definitely not a high level expert, but I'm not a novice either. Somewhere between like regular intermediate and like very low level expert. Oh, don't build the trench. Shocky, are you building the trench now? It doesn't work anymore. Even on PC, it doesn't work. You'd have to play in pre 1.8. You have to play in 1.79 or earlier. Good way to make a huge perimeter, TNT dupers. No, no, okay, no, no. I'm gonna stop this right now. Skippy and I have very different channels. No Skippy bashing on my channel. He's a friend of mine. Yes, we do different kinds of content, but I'm gonna nip this right in the bud. See, if I did it, I'd hurt everybody's ears. Hey, Kristen. Shocky's on top of this stuff. He's like, I'll pineapple this. I'll pineapple this all day. Okay, I think it's done. Yeah, it's shut down. Bam. All yellows, all purples, all oranges, all greens, all reds, all blues, all pinks. Yeah, well, that's how a linear progression is, Tristan. Every moment will be a moment where you've never been so ashamed to be my friend until you no longer are my friend. Linear progression. Oh, that's a good question. I haven't used it on console myself, but I'll tell you, a buddy of mine, um, I'll give you his name. He made a perimeter in like a few days after the December update. Um, Mr. Zolbar. Guys, do you remember if his name's all one word or does he have like an underscore in between? Uh, Tristan, Steven. I know Tristan's still here. Do you remember? I suppose I could pick up my phone and stop being lazy and actually look. Let me just look up his name real quick. I want to make sure that I get the just everything right because PSN's not smart enough to function as a search engine. Mr. French. Yeah, okay. Mr. Mr. Zolbar. Okay, it's all one word. It's all lowercase. Okay. So if you want to contact this guy on PSN, just send him a message. Don't bug him or anything. Don't like keep messaging him over and over. Send him one message and just say, I heard you made a perimeter using a TNT duper. Would you be open to discussing how you did that? Yeah, I don't know why you two are watching me. Do you miss me that much? I don't think my family misses me this much well, I don't know. They've never been away from me that long. I miss you guys too. We should probably go horseback riding. I think that's probably the thing to do. Build a butted stone generator. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna get cracking on the tutorial for this thing tonight. It seems like it's done. That's an interesting glitch. Look what sheep do to redstone. Look at that. The sheep is shorting out the redstone. So, I think that means that binary logic grounds out through sheep. That makes sense to me. I think that must mean that the crotch of all Welshmen is made of binary logic. Don't say that, Shocky. Did yours corrupt, or are you saying mine corrupted? Bye, Shocky. Yeah, I'm out of here too, guys. I'm gonna have dinner and get my kid in bed, and then I'm gonna get started on the tutorial. And you'll see this world again because this is the world I'm doing the tutorial in. If you want to check it out when it releases this weekend. But thank you guys for dropping by. I'm surprised so many people showed up and commented. It was good to hear from you. Yeah, hashtag Glitter Farm, hashtag classy, hashtag classy AF. Thank you, Gumby. Thank everybody. Thank you for my friends for stopping by. Thank you for you guys, who got notifications from my channel for stopping by. It's cool to kind of just do this and see how stuff goes. I don't know if you can hear me when I do that. Okay, but anyway, I am gonna go now, and I'll talk to you guys later.